Young and the Restless fans, happy hump day. Hoping you have a wonderful Wednesday, and we have a new episode to talk about. So let's get to it. First, we have Adam confiding in Sharon. We have a very upset Sally telling Nick that she's falling for him. You're right. And Jill is furious as Mamie reveals that she's the secret investor and she wants Nate to return. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for October 4th. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So we start out over at Crimson Lights, where we have Nick and Sharon talking about business and his dimples. Okay. He grabs a muffin and she wonders what's wrong with him. Now he tells her not to worry, which of course makes her worried, and she can see that he wants to punch a hole in the wall. Now Nick doesn't want to get bogged down with personal stuff, but she reminds him that, look, we were married before and we're friends whether we have a business or not. After drinking some coffee, he fills her in on Adam kissing Sally. Now, he's sure his brother wants back what he's lost, and he is just sick of it. Nick, really? Now, he can't confront him right now because he said he'll rip his arms off. She won't condone what Adam did, but said, look, you just can't turn love off. Now, Nick refuses to accept his brother loving Sally. Sharon agrees that, look, there's nothing healthy about Adam's behavior, but the kiss only matters if it emotionally affected Sally. Nick thanks her for talking him down when he needs it, and honestly, Nick, you need to get your own head together. So now we're over at the GCAC, where we see Adam chase Sally, demanding to know what happened in the park. Why did his brother nearly rip his head off? Now, she says that she thought it was normal for them and tells him to give his brother some space to cool off. Sally, you threw him under the bus. Now, Adam asks if she told Nick that he kissed her. They sit at the bar. She drinks, avoiding the question. He insists that he's not trying to cause chaos when he claims he's trying to rectify things with the family. Now, she tells him they both know that's a lie. Now, in spite of all he said, he can't change or fix things. Now, Adam knows what his brother thinks of him, but he thought that they were in a better place. Sally knows she was in a rage at him after losing their child, but they are only better as friends. He ruined it by kissing her. You let him. Now, he knows it's a mistake, but he doesn't regret it. His impulsive moment has her whole life teetering. You're not talking about Nick's reaction. You're talking about yours, according to Adam. Now, she accuses him of trying to tie things into a knot. There is no us, warning him to stay away from his brother. That's his brother. They're going to be always connected, whether you're in the picture or not, Sally. Stop. Adam is sure that more of a kiss is upsetting his brother. It must have triggered a response in her, and of course it did. Losing it, Sally tells him to stay out of her life and stay out of her head before running off. That's something that you have to fix. That's a you problem, Sally, if he's taking up space rent-free in your head. Sally now goes to her suite, pacing and flashing back to her argument with Nick about her jumbled emotions. She then decides to call Nick, who answers after Sharon tells him to. Now, Sally senses that he's not okay and asks him to talk it out. He's like, I'm working right now. She knows she steered things south earlier, and she says she's sorry. He agrees they need to talk. Now, when Nick arrives over at the GCAC, he spots Adam drinking at the bar and flashes back to Sally telling him how the kiss made her feel. He walks over and immediately tells him to leave Sally alone. His patience has a limit. Your patience should have ended almost a year ago when you caught them two in bed together. When you walked in the room, remember? Adam says, you know what? You're right, and apologized profusely for crossing the line. Nick goes to Sally's suite and tells her he warned his brother to leave her alone. Adam apologized. If it came from anyone other than his brother, according to him, that would be a relief. But this is a mind game, according to Nicholas. She says, look, we'll deal with whatever he does, but the only thing she cares about is the reason that she wanted to see him. She wants to know if they're okay. He said, I am not sure. You should be really sure after she told you she was conflicted. Nick needs to know the truth. And that's what's in her heart. She's crying, saying that the truth is that she's really fallen in love with him. Nicholas? Red flag. So now over at Crimson Lights, Adam wanders in to see Sharon. Now she asks him why he feels he need to mess things up for people. He's sure his brother has been spinning things, but admit, you know what? He crossed the line. He claims he feel bad for his brother. Why? Because Nick is clearly fooling himself and Sally is still in love with him. Adam, you are also fooling yourself because you're acting like a simp for a girl who's been playing the both of you. So now we're over at the Chancellor Estate where Abby admires how good Devon looks in a suit. He asks her to join him for drinks at an event that Mamie is holding at the Jazz Lounge. Now she runs off and she's ready to get changed. Now over at Lily's penthouse, Daniel is surprised when Lily asks him to come to Mamie's event. He's surprised that she wants him tagging along. She wants to show her aunt how happy he makes her, and he reminds her that, look, I gotta meet with the creative team. Daniel told her to go without him. They can get together with Mamie another night. Over at the Newman office, Nate strides in and tells Victoria that he's taking her to his family get-together at the lounge. Now, she's wondering if he's going to war with his cousins again. Victoria reminds him that his cousins aren't her biggest friends and fans, and bringing her could cause a whole scene. Now, he's sure that won't happen and wants a chance to mend things with his cousins. It's time that she also become part of his family too, as he already has been ingratiated in her family. Well, now over at the Jazz Lounge, Jack joins Mamie and admires how great and energized she looks. They joke and smile, and she explains tonight is about building things with her family. All her mysteriousness is driving Jack crazy, and she doesn't like to see him pout, so she explains that she bought a chunk of Chancellor Winter stock. Now, he is impressed. She always had a plan to take care of the Abbotts and then start her own life as an entrepreneur. Now, Mamie was willing to move heaven and earth to make going into business with her family happen. However, they worry about Jill and laugh about how this will blow Jill over the top. Now, Jack asks, look, what else you got up your sleeve? She spots her guest arriving. Jack has to run off to see his wife and plan a wedding anyway. Mamie is happy that he finally found love and that is looking forward to celebrating it. Now, Victoria and Nate now arrive, and Mamie says that she is as lovely as she thought she would be growing up. Nate is groaning as Mamie shows Victoria pictures of him as a child. Now, sitting at the bar, Lily is flashing back to arguing with Nate about why he's dating Victoria. She now spots Devon and Abby arriving. Mamie thanks everybody for coming. It's a dream come true for her. She chokes up about how much she's missed all of them. She's been keeping tabs on them though and knows everything that's been going on, and it breaks her heart and Olivia's. Now, she's sure it breaks Neil and Drew's hearts as well. Now, she came back to Genoa City to whip them into shape and make the family back into the powerhouse they once were. Mamie is planning to unify them from the inside. She purchased a substantial part of Chancellor Winters from Victor. She'll be part of the future that they're building. They toast to Catherine and Neil. Mamie turns to Nate and tells him it would give her great pleasure to lure him away from Newman to rejoin them at Chancellor Winters. Now, Lily, yeah, she can't handle that. Mamie knows he left in less than ideal circumstances, but she wants them to put all of it in the past. Now, Lily reminds her that she only bought an interest in the company and asks her what is her intentions for Chancellor Winters. And then Jill walks in and announces, I'm curious about that myself. And it left us with that cliffhanger. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting with these two go head to head. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.